Okay, let's continue with part 3 of lecture R5, multiplying whole numbers in area. So what is an area? The area is the amount of surface an object has. So, for example, my phone, the area would be this surface. Now, a phone is three-dimensional, so I'm only thinking about what's on top here. So this whole portion, the screen, if you want to think about it, is an area. Generally speaking, we deal with two-dimensional objects like a flat piece of paper. That has area. A flat drawing has an area. So it's the surfaced area the object has, and that should be amount. So here's a square, or a rectangle I should say, and it is 2 inches by 3 inches. So as you can see on the ruler, it's 1, 2, 3 inches, and just to be sure to measure, it's 2 inches, 1, 2 inches. And I've also divided up this rectangle into 1 inch squares. So each of these squares is 1 inch. So it's 1 inch in height, 1 inch in width. 1 inch in height, 1 inch in width, so on and so forth. So how we calculate an area is we multiply the length of the rectangle with the width of the rectangle, or in other words, the height of the rectangle. Okay. So it would be 3 times 2. So it's the area is the length times the width, and I have 3 inches times 2 inches, which is 6 inches squared, because each one of these is a square. So we can write it as 6 square inches, 6 inches squared, or 6 square inches. Now, if you think about this, it does make sense. So if we have 3 inches by 2 inches, if I literally just count these, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6, and each one of these squares are square inches, so 6 square inches. Now a square is just slightly different. It's a special kind of rectangle that all sides are the same. So let's do the same thing. I have a 2 inch, there's 2 inches by 2 inches of a square, and I go ahead and break it into 1 inch squares. So if it's 2 inches by 2, following the same protocol as we had before, the length times the width, it's going to be 2 times 2. But a square is very special. Our equation would be the side times the side, or the side squared, and we just signify as s squared. So in this case, it would be 2 squared, or 2 times 2, and that equals 4. And here's our equation for the area of a rectangle, length times width, and we write it as A, meaning area, equals length times width. So we have two special equations. For the square, A equals side squared, and for a rectangle, length times width, area equals length times width. Now I could have you do several examples of regular rectangles and regular squares, but here's how we'd actually use it in the real world. So let's find the total area of the house and the deck. So, and this is drawn to the best of my ability, so it's not proportion, but think about the dimensions. So the deck is 31 feet in length. This width is 10 feet, and then if you think about a line going all the way through, the deck continues 27 feet, and then the bedroom is 13 feet. We have a bathroom, another bedroom. We have some blank space, but this bedroom is 7 feet from the corner of the house to the edge of the bedroom, and all the way down. So what if we consider this to be a rectangle, right? So what if I kind of did this and took out the rooms because the rooms don't matter, and I redrew our space, as in here is a rectangle and this little piece of the bedroom is a rectangle. And if I figure out the area of the big rectangle, the big portion of the house, and I add to the little portion of the bedroom that was cut off, then I should get the total feet. So 31 feet, let me go back to the original picture, that's this portion, and our length is going to be 10 plus 27 plus 13. Oh, sorry about the movement. 10 plus 27 plus 13, that equals 50 feet. So the area of the big portion of the house is going to be 50 feet times 31 feet, or 1550 feet squared. Remember, with area, the unit measure is always squared. And then what's left over in the bedroom would be this bit of the bedroom. And if you remember, there was a length right here of 7 feet. So the second little box is 7 feet by 13 feet. So that's 7 times 13, which is 91. So the total square footage for this house is 1,641 square feet. Now, if you didn't quite get that, think about what's going on. If you took out all the inside information, we do have one rectangle with a little bit of another rectangle down here in the bedroom. And if I added the two areas up, I get the full area of the house and with the deck. Okay? So again, think about each step of this problem and how we came about to the solution. So let's continue this lecture on to part 4 of this chapter.